Hello, and welcome to a new SHIRO show.
Yeah.
Three
What's
dudes.
Up? Happy Friday.
Three crew dudes. Welcome to Friday.
Three crew dudes. Why not?
Welcome on into the SHIRO show, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening in the future on podcasts. We appreciate it. We're glad you're here.
Gonna have to make some
Got
edits
like
on the podcast.
I think we got like 19 in chat. 21. It keeps changing. We got Analog Black Sheep, Dragons of Saturn, Neil Henderson, Wiener Bob, Tales of Saturn, Paul Bort, Slow Coin Double Dime, Max Geese, Eric, Berserker, Zeed64, Notorious VDP, B Husker. We got Berserker. I think I already said that. B Husker, Eric.
I'd love for you as like a truck Berserker.
That's everybody else. You want me to shout you in the early game? Go ahead and drop a chat in the channel just to let us know that you're here. We appreciate your viewership. Like and share all that BS, and we'll get on to the community. What's going on in the community? What's going on with you guys? Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I am glad to be here. I won't be here next week because I'm going to be camping with the Cub Scouts. But
okay.
Don't worry, I've got my background check. I'm just kidding. Anyway,
I'm gonna make Dave disappear now. I'm gonna hit the Dave cam. There we go. Dave's now gone. I'm just joking.
Poof.
And yeah, no, I mean, I can't help it. But anyway, yeah, last week I was not here. Funny. Why was I not here last week?
Why weren't you? You don't like us anymore.
That's right. Yeah.
Weren't you taking somebody to a game or something? Softball game?
That's right.
Yeah.
It was Jesse had a baseball game at a very inconvenient time, and his mother wasn't there.
Does he play softball or baseball?
We're talking softball.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what
it's baseball. It's baseball. Okay, yeah. Actually, they ended up nobody was running the scoreboard through like the second inning. I'm just like, is nobody gonna run the scoreboard? Because the only guy who knew anything that was going on was the home plate ump, and I was like, I'll run it. So I just ran upstairs and got on the scoreboard.
Dave with the scoreboard.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was a learning curve, but it was fun. They lost, but not by much, so it's okay.
Don't worry, Dave. I feel you. My Mercury is doing pretty bad. We just lost one of our players that's really good. So I'm sure that we'll do good.
She's out. Who did you lose?
We've been losing the finals. Like we're playing the aces in the best of 7.
Right. But what player did you lose?
To an injury? Satu Sabali. She's a pretty good player on our team. She also speaks German. I thought it was really funny. But yeah, she's out. She got a concussion in the game that I was at last Wednesday. Ooh. So she
that was a brutal loss,
really
man. That was a tough game.
It was a really close one, so I didn't feel as bad because it was like it literally came down to the wire, which is the kind of games I like. Like it was so much energy. Like I don't like it when it's like a blowout, like the game before that.
Yeah.
But this one was actually a decent loss. Like it was really close. But yeah, I'm gonna edit in right here for the future. We'll see how the game goes. So future Patrick takeaway, how we did. Did we win? Did we lose? We still in it? So edit right here. All right,
shouts
sounds
to
good, Patrick.
Midori Shimada Starlight Witch Gaming. Shouts to Shadow Mask, our mod. Welcome. And Frog Bowl is in the chat. And Dragons of Saturn, late but here. Hey man, as long as you're, I mean, it's okay. It's okay to be late. Better than not here. Better late than just not being here, like I was last week. But anyway, so you're all good.
Dave's just too hard
Give us a
on
like.
himself.
I'm too hard on myself. I don't know what to do. I gotta tell jokes. Because
he's gotta be the Joker.
You're falling down on it, Pat.
I'm falling down the stairs. Down the stairs I go. So
what were you guys up to this past week? What's going on?
Well, I got to try out my DreamPi link cable. That all set up, and it was good. It was fun. It worked really well. It like took a little bit of doing to set it up. I did record some of the gameplay footage of me playing Virtua against I think it was against Farkas that time. And yeah, there really wasn't any, there wasn't like significant lag that I could feel, and it ran really well. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I actually liked that because I've never actually played Virtual on the Dreamcast before that. That was my first time.
On the Dreamcast?
Yeah, Virtual on the Dreamcast, and I actually had a lot of fun with it. I kind of like it better than the Saturn version, the first Virtual on. I don't know why. The feel of it, but yeah, I don't know. That one's hard for me to control. And I felt like I could control the Dreamcast one a little better for some reason. I don't know. Maybe
the frame rate's a little bit better, slightly better by like about 20 frames.
Dan, you have the twin sticks?
For the Saturn.
For the Saturn, and you have a hard time controlling the Saturn version, like with the twin sticks?
With twin sticks, with a D-pad,
just anything,
on a controller, anything. Okay. Yeah, I think the twin stick is a little better, actually, a little easier to control than D-pad, but
it's a lot better. I think. I mean, the twin stick kind of makes it.
I don't know. Yeah, Gregory rolled me with the controller. He knows how to use that controller well.
Well, here's here's an interesting little insight: is that Dan, you like CCE better than the original Daytona, right? And it is I can't speak for everybody, but I think I'd be speaking for a lot of people who prefer the first Virtual On to the one on the Dreamcast. That's like a popular take. But I mean, obviously, like hardcore Dreamcast fans will probably just favor it because maybe they've not played the Saturn version, or maybe they just have played it more. But like I've heard a lot of people online say that they prefer that the Virtual On for the Dreamcast is a lot like Sega Rally for the Dreamcast, Sega Rally 2, where it's like not quite there. But then every once in a while, there's somebody who will swear by it and be like, I actually like the Dreamcast version better. So
yeah, I don't know why I always have to be different. I don't know why I always have to be different.
Dan just has different tastes. Nothing wrong with that.
You know what? I like that you're different. I like that you don't like all the same stuff I like, because then that means we have differing views. Otherwise, people would just hear my take over and over again, And I mean, I like the fact that you like... what's that? That you like fighting vipers? That's your fighting game, Because that game always needs more love. People need to know about fighting vipers. Yeah. So yeah.
Was that the trash truck going by your garage? By the way,
that probably was. Yeah, that was. I'm curious though. Who built the cable for you?
Oh, so Farkas built the cable. Farkas. And Gregory did a nice story on this, a couple of weeks ago, about the new Netlink tunnel that works for games that have like link cable support, like LAN support on the Dreamcast, which is like half a dozen games. And that there are like specs that you can use to build your own USB to serial cable for the Dreamcast to plug it into a DreamPi or a PC and run the tunneler, and then you can play against anybody online. Which is pretty easy. And it uses the new matchmaking server that he set up a few months ago for the Saturn tunneler too. So that's cool. You don't have to put in any weird IP addresses or anything like that. You can build your own cable, but Farkas is making them and selling them at cost to people, at cost plus shipping. He just advertised... he just advertised. He has a few left in our Discord server. I think one of them was like $38, and then two others had like nicer metallic materials or something. They're shiny and special looking, I guess, and those cost $48. But I'll bet if people bugged him and he got enough, support, enough demand for it, that he would maybe keep building them. If he had time.
Well, maybe SHIRO could put in a big order. And maybe he could just ship them to us, and we can handle shipping to folks. If he's doing them at cost, which would be our goal too, is just to pass them on at cost. But I mean, that way it might be worth his while if we make a big order. That way he's not doing them piecemeal, but he can make several cables. I'd be down.
I did just today make a new DC link cable crew role on our server, and a new DC link cable crew channel under online, which you can see once you actually have one of these link cables, whether you built it yourself or you bought one from Farkas, whatever. Then just let us know. I'll add you to that role, and then you'll be able to chat in that group and set up games and stuff. I think right now we have like half a dozen people or so. So it's a pretty exclusive club at the moment, but hopefully we can grow that and get some Dreamcast online games going in addition to the Saturn.
I'd be down to check
and
that
just
out.
for the
I'll have to
record,
think about that.
we have 3 Netlink kits still available. Okay.
Oh,
yep.
And that is and mind you, they're not like the ones that are complete in box with extra software and stuff like that. This is the bare bones. This is a Japanese Netlink modem, or I guess Japanese X-band modem. The cart that goes in your Saturn, and then a modified USB modem with line voltage. Okay, so the 2 of those things are what you need, and it also comes with a phone cable, right? And the 2 of those things are what you are going to need in order to get your Saturn online with very loud car driving by. But to get your Saturn online playing with our online tournament, and we're going to be talking about the online tournament, and Random really wants me to finish this guide on how to modify a USB modem because he has an interesting predicament. Yes, Random, I owe you a guide, and I have pictures taken and everything like that. I've just been really busy at work, but I'm definitely working on not phoning it in. I want to do it right so that everybody can easily read it and follow it. I want to make a guide that's good enough that if you are a complete novice and you just know a little bit about soldering, that you should be able to buy all the parts from DigiKey or whatever, and then just be able to solder one up and test it and have it work. Because I failed a lot. Like when I was making them, only half of, like every other one would fail, right? And so then my wife had to get involved and everything like that because she's an electrical engineer. And so I want to make it so it's more fail-proof than that, so if the average Joe is looking on our site for a guide, they don't ruin their USB modem, okay? So, but I promise you, Random, I promise you, I will get that guide up, and you'll be the first to know, okay?
Berserker had asked in chat if the kits work on. I assume it means like the Netlink kits that you're talking about that we will sell at cost.
They do not come.
Those work on DreamPi, and yes,
absolutely. They do. Yeah. They work with the tunnel, right? So they work with DreamPi, and they also work with a computer. So if you just have a potato computer that's connected to Ethernet, preferably Ethernet. I mean, the Wi-Fi does work. But preferably wired is always better. If you have a potato netbook or some kind of, actually, Dan, you said netbook is not the way to go, right?
No, I didn't say that. That's what I use to connect.
That's what you use to do your Saturn online.
All my tunneling, stuff? and I just use it for the Dreamcast.
Okay.
The Dream.
I just use my main stuff. PC.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know because I thought you were saying that the netbook was slower, and then you got like a faster laptop to do.
No, this is the same laptop I've had for a couple of years. It was
so then
I don't know, it cost $200 at Best Buy.
Basically, any laptop, any Windows laptop that has Ethernet should be able to run the tunnel, and you should be able to use it with the USB modem. But yes, if you have a DreamPi, then you're already set. You just plug in the USB modem, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I'm excited. I kind of want to do that now and check that out.
So Random, your crappy laptop should work too. You wouldn't need to buy a DreamPi if you didn't already own one. That would be the way to go. Be the cheap way to go.
Anyway, so I guess we should move on. But that's what the exciting thing that I was up to this week was trying out the link cable. That is exciting.
And shouts to Farkas and and to Joe.
Yeah, so Joe set up the tunneler. So
I just have a couple.
What are you guys up
pickups.
to?
What do you got?
Okay.
Are you going to bring up the special camera?
Oh yeah, I have the special flex camera. I'll get that up.
That's right.
Yeah, the first thing I got was this shirt, this Mercury shirt.
Cool.
Take it off.
Got that in the game.
The playoffs. Yeah, it's gonna have their name marked off tonight when they get knocked out soon. So hopefully they don't. I'm fingers crossed. But it has New York and Minnesota crossed off that we beat. I went to both those games. Good fight. But I also got speaking of basketball, I got a Wilson Evolution on OfferUp. For those who don't know, this is a premium basketball. Like these are like really good indoor basketballs. It's like the go-to. These are about like $110. I got it for $60, like pretty much brand new on OfferUp. So just need a little bit of air, and it's good to go. Good to go for some games. So if you guys want to play some basketball, you know where to look.
And you're taking us behind the curtain here. Well, in front of the curtain, but
yeah,
you're showing. That's what Pat's room looks like.
The floor is very pretty.
That's what the floor looks like.
But I got 3 shirts.
What else you got?
in the mail. I got this awesome shirt by Saturn Dave. If I can pull it out. The awesome.
Which
awesome
one did you get?
Shirt.
Which shirt kind of shirt did you get? The
I
premium
got
or just like a classic tee?
I think it's a classic. This is a classic tee. It's the one that was the default one.
Yeah. How does it feel?
Very nice. This one's okay. I haven't worn it yet. I got the more premium one. I got for the black high Saturn one.
Okay.
I got the high SHIRO one. Pick that up.
Nice.
That all good.
Nice. That came out nice. Out of curiosity, what brands are those? What brands are the shirts? I'm curious. Is it like Fruit of the Loom or
Glidden or something?
Geldon? Yeah.
Bella Canvas heirloom jersey.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Malenko with the troll $2. Thank you. He says, "Let's go Las Vegas Aces."
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Malenko. To be fair though, I'm not gonna lie. Adria Wilson plays amazingly, and I respect her a lot. Does. I just don't respect her beating my team, but she is probably one of the best NBA players. Somebody compared it as like our team has the Charles Barkley and they have the Michael Jordan. That is 100% accurate. There's nothing our team could do. They got their asses whooped, but it was close. And then the last shirt I got was another one of the Saturn girl shirts. I got it in the tri-blend this time.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, nice.
Unfortunately, my original one I have gotten the regular tee, and it's sadly stained on me. Like there's like this.
Was that in the wash or like what? How did it stain?
I don't know what happened. It just like I washed it and all of a sudden it stained. It was like a bleach stain or something on it. Like I guess maybe some bleach got washed in, but yeah, it got stained on me. So
I had to relegate like bleach though. That's a gray shirt, and then that's
it's
color?
A blue shirt. It's like the light blue shirt, baby light blue.
Oh, weird. Okay.
So yeah, this is now relegated to my gym shirt. But yeah, I had to get it because I love the design on it, so I got another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to do another. I want to do another drawing with that same girl, but like at a different pose or a different thing.
Down.
You know, so
I'll be definitely getting that one too.
Maybe I'll have her like in an arcade cab or something like that. Like that would be fun.
That'd be kind of cool. Have her like playing an arcade game or something. I'd be down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all my pickups.
I'm thinking about it.
Quick little thing. Definitely do it. I'd love to see it and wear it all over the place.
Have we frozen?
No, we're good.
I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know. My preview, I guess, in Discord.
Yeah, you're getting kind of blurry.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Discord.
Was awesome.
Discord is Discord. Well, should we move on to the community section, or did you have anything else, Pat or Dave?
You have anything, Dave?
Nothing really. No.
Okay.
Same old.
Alrighty, so I guess let's hop over to the community section. I know we got quite a lot of updates.
Yeah.
That's playing.
Technical difficulties, everybody.
No, there's no technical difficulties. Just pulled the thing over by an inch, yeah. It's all good. It's all Gucci. I did it right. I was just adjusting, but
you should you should shift the comments though over to the left because it looks like the thing is cutting them off.
Yeah, it's gonna be cut off by the spinning Saturn logo though.
Well, true, but you could put them on
either
top.
way.
I could do that. Good.
You could do that.
I should.
Show them, Pat. Show them how the sausage is made.
There we go.
But now it's in front of Pat. Well, just like raise them up. Raise them up. There you go. Over your head.
Oh.
There you go.
Perfect.
Done. Perfect.
Right above my head it goes.
Amazing. So now, as you can see on screen,
it'll be embedded in the video. If anybody says anything bannable.
So as you can see on screen, we finally finished our Duke Nukem 3D Netlink tournament. It started in August last year and just finished this week. So a good 14-month tournament to get through, what was it, 32 people, I believe?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still, it's got to be the largest online Duke Nukem 3D tournament for Sega Saturn ever run. So, you know, that's something. But yeah, congratulations to Double Dime, who won that tournament.
And like they say, if you're Dookie, you're Nukie.
He organized it and then he won it. So congrats to him. The second place was Toast with the Most. Lee, he didn't lose at all until he finally went up against Double Dime in the finals. Like, he even beat Double Dime earlier in the tournament and then went up against Double Dime in the very last, the final round, lost to him. But since it's a double elimination tournament, you don't lose by losing once. You get to try again. So it was like a finals rematch between them. So it was essentially the third time that they played against each other. And Double Dime came out on top. So it was almost like a best of three.
So he got doubled by the dime.
He did get doubled by the dime.
Double dime elimination. I'm just full of them. But yeah, no, that's awesome.
Congrats to Jet Set 125 for getting third place. So yeah, it was this was a long one, but it was a lot of fun. What do you guys think of this?
Well, I think that, so if you look at the bracket, so scroll up a little bit so that we could see the bracket, Pat.
Okay.
So like just looking at the start, so it actually, the middle is where it starts, right? With all those people on the starting grid.
Right.
That's the most ambitious bracket we've ever had. And I think if you look at the old tournaments, those also took a long time to complete, but it was kind of not like, long. Well, it's scaled up. I mean, it was in correspondence to how many people were participating in it, right?
Yeah, there were usually like 8 or 16 people.
Right, and they would take a few months to complete. It would take a few months to complete. But this one, obviously it was like, double that or trip. I don't know, like was like to the fourth or fifth power. So I mean, I just think maybe it was like incredibly ambitious, and I don't know if that informs us going forward, like whether
it does.
I'm interested to hear. So did you talk to Double Dime, or did whoever wrote up the article, did they talk to Double Dime about like what it was like to
Double Dime talk to himself,
a thing like this?
He wrote it up.
He wrote it up. Okay. I'd be interested to know like what kind of challenges they faced, and if it was mostly just down to scheduling with all these folks.
Well, Slowcoin Double Dime is in the chat, so he can say things in chat or hop in voice chat if you really
he can hop
ambitious.
in voice chat if he wants.
Let's see what you got to say.
He does well. In case he's working on that, he did write in the story that to speed up the first to 5 points in best of 3 matches, the participants used a hack by Bo Bales that modifies the game so you never lose points. Usually when you're playing Duke Nukem 3D Online, it's sort of like it's like if one person dies, they lose a point and the other person gains a point. So it's like if you went back and forth in points, you just keep at 0 pretty much, or within 1, you just keep going back and forth. So Bo hacked it so that you never lose points when you die. You only gain a point when you get a kill, so that eventually you would get to someone who gets to 5 points and wins. And he also hacked it so that the default control scheme was the one that normally you have to put a long cheat code into in the game to use, the Jevons control, which is kind of a more modern form of control method.
Right.
And people could still like pause and press up twice, which is a modified, much shorter, easier version of the cheat code to go back to the old control scheme if they like that better. We did find while playing this game that the rocket launcher was kind of the way to go, as Pandemonium says in the quote that Double Dime pulled out here. But there was an issue that I was describing how if you hit like a wall nearby your opponent with the rocket launcher and the explosion from the rocket killed your opponent, it would not count as a kill for you because it was an indirect attack, essentially. Yeah, and the explosion was like indirect damage, so it kind of was like an environmental death, and you didn't get a point. You had to like directly hit your opponent with the rocket to kill them with it, and then you get a point. So it was like, it was risky. Like, sure, you could pretty much one-shot somebody with a rocket launcher, but you have to be very accurate with it. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I got to play in, I think it was 4 rounds of this tournament. I played, I think I went like 2-2. So I feel like I did okay. I could have been worse. But yeah, I think everybody had fun. We did have some dropouts because it's just hard to wrangle 32 people all to play a tournament without saying like, hey, we're all doing it on this weekend.
Because I won one, I lost one, and I couldn't do the last one, so I dropped the losers one. It was really fun. The say how long went on. I remember I recorded the match that Momphis and I forgot who the other guy was. I recorded that one live at Gamescom in Germany last year. So that goes to show how long this has been going on. That's how long that was.
Yeah.
I think Miction, there was Miction. There's Memphis versus Miction. So if that's any indication how long this went on, that's how long this went on for. But it still was amazing that I could do that and participate in it in that way.
Yeah, and congrats to Dragons of Saturn, who came in 4th place. So 4th place is not shabby at all. Out of 32 people, that's great.
32 people, that's pretty nice.
Yeah. So that was that tournament. That was I think our 7th online tournament that we've run. Certainly our longest and biggest. And yeah, Double Dime is going to make some adjustments for the next one. The next one is also planned to be 32 people, but there is going to be
elimination.
Yeah, it's not going to be double elimination. That was a little much. It'll be single elimination. Shall we debut that? Shall we announce what the new next tournament will be?
Or is the article live for that, or?
It is publishing now.
Already.
There we go. It's up.
Already. It's going to be East versus West Coast in upcoming Sega Worldwide Soccer 98.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. It's like a Eastern Conference and Western Conference. I like this.
Yeah, it's formatting a little different, and I guess this time around, Double Dime does want to keep it to people living in the U.S. For online speed purposes. So it's pretty tough trying to get some good pings against Europeans. Unfortunately, with Duke Nukem, and Duke Nukem's one of the better playing games with the Netlink tunnel. So I guess
it's kind of ironic. It's called Sega Worldwide Soccer, and we're keeping it in the United States. There's a irony with that.
I wonder if there could be a separate bracket for folks in Europe to be able to play each other.
Yeah,
because for the community challenge, we usually have for Sega Touring Car, I think we had a PAL category.
Yeah, we did.
The game's so I mean, it might be something to look at, even if it's a smaller bracket, because we've got a lot of Netlink people in Europe. So,
well, hey, if the Netlink, tunnel players in Europe do want to play this as a tournament, let us know. And if we get enough people, then I'm sure Double Dime would totally be open to doing that.
Yeah, even if there's six people, you can have 3-on-3, or if there's 8, that would be even better.
Yeah, I like
Michael's suggestion that the winner of the EU and the US has to be the final matchup.
Yeah,
that sounds kind of funny. I like that idea, but I like
with really
Eric's
bad
comment. Yeah, I like Eric's comment. We invented the World Series, so this is right on brand. Oh yeah, suck. No, nice. No, it's really funny. I think I kind of like that idea. So this is let European players let us know if you want to participate. Maybe we can get a smaller bracket going. But I do like this. I think I really want to try out. I'm not good at soccer, but I like participating just to give the leader the 20 thing support.
You want to try out? We'll have you as an alternate, Pat. We'll put you on the bench.
Yeah, I'm terrible at this game. I don't know what I'm doing. I kick own goals all the time. When couple times I played it, it was a disaster. However, I will definitely play in the first round of this tournament and be an easy out against whoever gets matched up against me. So I'll happily.
Me and you. It's the two guys that don't know how to play soccer. It's like slam dunk except with soccer, and we're both Sakuragi.
Then at least one of us is guaranteed to make it to round 2. Hey,
it's funny.
Well, yeah. Sega Worldwide Soccer gets its time in the sun with our next Netlink tunnel tournament. So that'll be fun. What did we call it? The Netlink League. That's right. I was looking at my tags down there. The Netlink League tournament will be in soccer. So and he does point out in this story that the US version of this game not only didn't have online play, but it also did not have 3D controller support for some odd reason. But the Japanese version does have online play and 3D controller support. So if you want to practice on this game before playing in the tournament, then you might want to hop in I think the normal Japanese version, like the non-X-band version of this game, will have single player stuff and 3D pad support. So you might want to practice with that.
Practice
that on your ODE. Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of excited. Yeah, definitely. And remember, we're playing the Japanese version, not the US version. Just to remind people.
Right, because the US version does not have online.
This is the Saturn Networks version.
Yeah.
And it's going to be played over the new matchmaking server patch of it. So it's going to be the first, first use of that.
Shouts to tournament. Joe for that, and well, for all of this. I mean, we wouldn't even be having these tournaments if it wasn't for Joe and Zaiden, those guys that brought the network. And the matchmaking server. Have either of you guys messed around with that yet?
I've not had a chance. It got implemented when I was in the middle of my move, and when you're honestly, embarrassing enough, my consoles are still not set up.
No,
what it is for folks who may not know is that from up until now we've all had to basically dial each other's IPs.
Yeah.
And now instead, Joe's modified the tunnel and the games to essentially just you just kind of like it just finds each other, via a server, so it's basically a matchmaking server. So it's awesome.
Yeah, it's like awesome. you pop on there with a particular game and it registers you as waiting for an opponent with that game, and then the very next person to connect to the matchmaking server with that game will then get matched up with the first person. So like essentially you still want to kind of organize and be both hopping on there at the same time. One, so you know you're playing against each other, but two, because the X-Band software kind of like times out after a couple of minutes if it doesn't find anyone, like because it thinks it's dialing a phone line, and it'll just like give up if it doesn't hear anything back. So you still have to coordinate a little bit, but that's fine. Like it's still much faster and easier. And I guess safer if you want to think about it that way than dialing in IP addresses and worrying about all that stuff. So
and it does require that we download a new batch of games, which I haven't done yet, but I need to do that.
Right. So. That's what kind of holding me back. I have not downloaded the new batch of games yet. So because they all have to be patched to use this firmware.
It's my understanding though that with the new batch of games, you can still do it the old way. Like you can still dial somebody's IP if you want to. You know what I mean? I think that Joe said that. It's like you can still do things the old way, but you have the option now of the matchmaking thing. And so it's just the best set of games to have, because you can do everything with it.
Just make it easy for yourself,
that's the good
really.
thing. Yeah. So definitely check out the online guide, because I believe the link there just forwards to his Dreampipe page, and there's an updated set of ROMs there, or ISOs, whatever.
So
Shadowmask points out it's more stream friendly too, since you don't have to try to block out people's IP addresses while you're putting it in.
You just don't even have to worry about that. That's great.
Yeah, you're encouraged to stream and record your matches, post it online.
Awesome.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
So what is next?
I just want to make just a general announcement. So one of the things that was the elephant in the room that we have not done in a while was Editor's Corners or podcast, but I want to say that we are back in business. We got stuff lined up for the Editor's Corners. We're working on getting the podcast back on track, so we're working on that for people that have been waiting for those. We do apologize. I think we all ran into like busy as heck between like February and now, so that's why our last one was the one in February with the Neo Geo game. So I'm hoping we can get back on track on that. So I do apologize for people that are wondering where the Editor's Corners of the mainline podcasts were, but like I said, we just had to do a couple things, change a couple things around. We got really busy, so we are going to bring those back. I got one recording lined up with Nick coming up soon, so me and him are gonna do one of those. I know Dave's got one lined up. I don't know what he's been keeping hush hush, so I'm excited to see what his Editor's Corner lineup is. It's going to be
I mean, you'll find out because you're going to be on it. I mean, I have to get you on it.
Okay, but sweet. I don't even know what it's going to be. It's going to be a surprise.
Well, yeah, I've told you about it before, but I'm not going to say it right now on live air because it's supposed to be a surprise for everybody else. But
alrighty,
yeah, I was thinking about having you on that. Maybe Sega Lord X. it might be nice to get Dan on there too. And Nick's a little younger, but I think he could still throw down for this topic. It's an interesting topic. I think it's one that would be fun. But gosh, I was gonna say also, and I wasn't here last week, and I think you guys probably talked about it, but I just wanted to say a heartfelt thank you to everybody who gave even a little bit. If you gave $1 to our friend Mel, Sega Lord X, he really appreciated it. I know he was truly blessed by it, and it helps his sister. And then after we sent him the money, you know, I forgot to close it down, and it continued to get support for the next few days. And
$500.
Yeah. So I mean,
we disappeared, Pat.
We did disappear. It's true.
Sorry, I was trying to get the Facebook up because I need to shout out some people on Facebook as well. But I can tell you, Mel said that just the SHIRO community went above and beyond, and he had no idea that would happen. You know, and he was thinking he was just completely surprised and overwhelmed by the support from the SHIRO community. And he just wanted to say thank you to everybody. And of course, he definitely wants to get on a SHIRO podcast soon, so he can thank us in person. But anyway, just know that if you contributed even a little bit to that, it was a big deal. So really appreciate everybody.
Yeah, now we're just hoping his sister recovers, and she
and then
does
his mom doesn't go completely bankrupt.
Yeah.
So, but that's what friends do. Friends look out for each other. So anyway, thanks to everybody. Was there any other community acknowledgements or community announcements?
There's people on Facebook that I think wanted to shout them out. So
yes.
Okay. So we had a big post that came up that it exploded on our Facebook. So people that don't know, we have a Facebook group on Facebook for Sega Saturn SHIRO. It's our public Facebook group. It's mostly for posting updates on our news, updates on stuff, communication with us. But yeah, there's a guy that posted his name's Tony Langan. Tony Langan. He posted his nice Saturn setup, and it got exploded. It had 2,000 people like it, 77 shares, 93 comments.
He called it a dentist setup. It was funny because it does look a little bit like, it's very neat, looks like something you'd see in a dentist's office.
Very white.
I like that it's all color coordinated. It is very SHIRO, very Sega Saturn SHIRO. He's got the retro bit controller up there with the analog. He's got the original analog pad, all white Saturns and wheel, and he's got a nice little wheel stand too. That's pretty nifty. Yeah. And then he's worked it all into this white desk. So and he's got a white bezeled monitor as well. So everything there is very clean. And color coordinated.
I like it. So yeah, I like it a lot.
I like it.
Put a lot of effort in a setup.
Slick. I think he's even got.
So what did he say?
He's even got the white Saturn mouse pad there too. So what did he say, Pat?
He just says thank you very much. He was excited that people shared it. I know you sent the message. I need to
I can tell.
Message content.
Let me bring the message up. Let me bring the message up and see if I can. Tony Langan said, so what he said, hey Dave, hope you're well. I'm following you guys on SHIRO, put my Sega Saturn setup on your page, and I'm overwhelmed by the likes and shares. Your community is amazing. I'd like to say a big thank you to your admin team and everybody's kind messages. I didn't think that it would go that high. Means a lot, bro. Just touching base, and shout out to your channel. It's great. He said, would you mind sharing a heartfelt thank you on your show live? So it meant a lot to him that his post did so well in our community, and he just wanted to say thanks to everybody who engaged with it. Cool. Everyone was nice, and he says it does look like a bit of a dentist setup, as my wife agrees. Your platform is great, mate, and appreciate everybody's likes and shares. I work overseas. It would be nice if you guys could say a big shout. So yeah, and
shout outs. Thanks for contributing to the community yourself.
And he said, our community is huge. Thank you very much. I don't know. So, I mean, it's come a long way. I will say, I've not been on Facebook. You know, I don't spend most of my time on Facebook as I used to. I used to live on Facebook. But the truth is, you know, Peter's still on there, and you know, he's active and posting things all the time. And the SHIRO group has really blown up. You know, it used to be this tiny little group, and it's really grown. So that's great.
Yeah, and I mean, we're obviously still posting links to our stories on there and seeing what people are saying and the feedback and stuff. So yeah, we're still involved with it.
Yeah, we are. I mean, they won't, and that's the thing is, I've said this before, but we used to kind of put all our eggs in the Facebook basket, and I feel like people outside of Facebook really weren't knowing what was going on with SHIRO, and that's when we kind of just I don't know if democratize is the right word, but we just kind of like centralized to our website, you know, and kind of everything kind of pours out from there. But it's true that we all kind of, you know, Dan, when you post something, you usually get it out on all the different platforms and stuff. So, but it's good. It's just good. You know, everyone prefers a different platform for the community. I'm glad that the Facebook is alive and well. I did tell Tony, I said, if he has Discord, don't be shy, you know, join the Discord, because a lot of cool stuff goes on in the Discord as well, day to day, and it's less asynchronous. You know, Facebook is very asynchronous. You post something and then you wait for responses back, but in Discord it's a live conversation all the time, you know, and so there's really cool stuff going on. So I highly recommend that if folks are watching this or listening and they're not a member of the Discord, that they should join it now, because you know, you'll kind of know about stuff before it even ends up on SHIRO Show. Yeah, that's my spiel. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I do remember back in the day we used to be like, we streamed on Facebook too, like we do live streams and gameplay, and like the Sega Saturn Collectors of America groups and stuff. We were very Facebook centric back in the day, like in pre-COVID. But I think
pre-SHIRO Show, it was all Facebook, and they've deleted a lot of those VODs. Like we had a lot of stream VODs. They've all been deleted, or they've been crushed. Like the bitrate has been crushed to like 240p or whatever.
Oh, geez.
But, so, but Dave managed to save a lot of them. There's a lot of them saved.
I did save a few, and I migrated them over to the YouTube for posterity. But
that's good.
So we
did lose some. I remember we did one with I did an anime stream with Sega Lord X. That one's gone forever. I tried to find that. I didn't record it. That one is a great stream too. It was really informative. He really went into like growing up with anime. I really hope I can do something like that again with him, because I thought that was an informative conversation. He talked about like importing games back in the day, importing the anime stuff, like how he was so disappointed in some of the buys he got, where he'd import these games where it's like they're really, really, he thought they were really cool, but it's like he paid $60 and they're really shitty. So yeah, it was a bit of a bummer, but for people that are still on Facebook, definitely hit up the group. It's still pretty active. People are posting, commenting, asking questions. Like somebody asked about the that thing, the butchered Saturn, and I pretty much told him about the article he wrote up. So Geezer, it is an old a boomer platform. But like I said, some people still use it.
Says we should start a MySpace account. Is that,
I wish we could. Is MySpace even still a thing?
Does MySpace even exist anymore?
It is, but it's focused on like music artists, I think.
Hold on a second. MySpace, is it just music now? Featured content on MySpace.
I haven't looked at it in forever.
Right, Doja Cat's Pop Life, baby. Oh, you guys can't see that.
Wow. Wow. This doesn't even resemble what I remember MySpace.
I like this. Sign up with Facebook on MySpace. I think I did the opposite.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this website is not Web 1, not Web 3.0.
Do you remember all the glittery GIFs and stuff like that, and all like folks would just hack up their MySpace to try to be different,
the music playing.
Music.
I still had
it'd be like so broken.
I still every time on my page I'd have Hips Don't Lie. I think that was on there until my page got deleted.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then of course GeoCities before it. Yeah, you had GeoCities before it.
Yeah, you're talking about GeoCities, but like NeoCities is now a thing where people are like making their own little home pages again on NeoCities. So that's.
Did you guys ever
cool.
Did you guys ever have like an Angel Fire site? Like I had.
I had GeoCities.
Netscape.
Do you ever have a live journal? Do you ever do live journal?
I had dead journal.
No.
Like I was on live journal before MySpace, and then Facebook, and then what was the Gator one? Not
HostGator?
I can't remember. No, not HostGator. There was like another Friendster or something like that.
Oh, Friendster. That's what it's Friendster.
Friendster.
I didn't. That's too old for me. I didn't do Friendster. I had a dead journal. I had a MySpace. That was like the oldest I got. And a GeoCities.
Yeah.
I had a fan GeoCities for Sonic Adventure 2.
Nice.
I had a Netscape
There's a lot of rouge on
website, because Netscape was like our oh no, it wasn't Netscape. It was IBM, something like that. Whatever our internet provider was, let us have like our own little homepage or whatever.
CompuServe, Earthlink.
Yeah, no, it was like IBM.
Do you know? Oh, IBM.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, we had like IBM for a little while. Yeah,
I didn't even know IBM was an ISP.
I think we did. I swear we did. Anyway, and it was about Pokemon. It was about the Pokemon trading card game, because I was into that when I was in high school. So
nice.
I had fun with that.
Was it like the physical cards, or are you like Game Boy Color? Pocket?
No, the cards. I was into the cards and went to like
nice. Okay.
Pokemon leagues and tournaments and stuff. And I was into like making fake cards, not to trick anyone, but like to have fun. You know, I'd like draw my own Pokemon. I'd make up my own Pokemon and then make cards about them. And that was fun. I was like the first person on the internet to have a scan of the ancient Mew card that you could get from the going to the movie. One of the Pokemon movies in the theaters. They're getting like ancient.
Oh,
Mew.
I have one. I collected all those. I went to see the Pokemon movie like 5 times. Here you go. Sorry, I had to go back to the site that made sense for this discussion. Sorry, guys.
Oh, there you go.
Had to go to the get in theme, but
our HTML 1.0 site.
Exactly, the site's incredibly beautiful looking. Love it.
It is. I love it.
But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things with that, and I really missed that sort of era and stuff. Like I was big into that. I used to look up Pokemon, like the Super Saiyan. Was it Super Saiyan 5 or something, or 4? Like those transform the fan ones where it's like really badly drawn in Photoshop. But yeah.
Well, anyway, we should probably move on to the news section. We're getting low on time, really.
What are you talking about? We only talked about the community section for 48 minutes.
Right.
Let's so what I wasn't here last week, so where do we hit it? Where do we kick off?
SAROO, like we did like talk about it off the cuff. I hadn't written a story yet, and then I got a story up on Monday this week, so we don't have to talk about this too much, but we can, I guess, touch on it a little bit, since I got a little more in depth with it. In case anybody hadn't heard, there is a new firmware for the SAROO cartridge. It is not like an official firmware, not like there are really any official firmwares, but it's not put out by the creator of the SAROO TP Unix. It instead is put out by another SAROO developer named YZB, who is known for like doing some of the 4 megabyte RAM cartridge hacks with.
Doesn't Jay Martin do it too? Yeah. Do one as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh shit! I just realized we started playing Speed 2 on YouTube. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
Copyright strike.
I can't believe I started doing that. I started playing that video. Oh, check out the video of the thing. Play while people was like, oh no.
Don't do that.
Like, I haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah, don't run that video. Sorry. Run one of the other videos. Those are fine. Yeah, it's, podcasters, one of the embedded videos in the story on Sega Saturn SHIRO.com was showing off the Cinepack functionality of this firmware. You can run Cinepack videos just off the SD card. And the example that TZMWX posted to X was a Cinepack video of Speed 2.
No, I think it was the first one, right?
Or maybe it was Speed 1, one of the two. Yeah, there's a bus.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Okay. So yeah, it does add quite a few features to the SAROO that it didn't have before. It can play Cinepack videos, like I said. It can also run audio, and it can boot up photo CDs. And you can edit the configuration files on your SAROO's SD card right from the SAROO menu. You don't have to pop your SD card out and plug it into your PC and edit it there. So that's nice and convenient. And it also has cheat code support. But there are caveats to all this stuff. it's a little unstable. There's a possibility of bricking your cartridge if you do it wrong,
slight risk.
or if you're upgrading from like a particularly old version of the firmware. I've heard that that's caused bricking. There is a way to unbrick, and I do have a link to that TZMWX kind of put together a tutorial on how to unbrick it, but it does require soldering and plugging a USB cable from your cartridge into your computer. So try not to brick your cartridge. Other problems, all the new messages in it are in Chinese. They have not been translated into other languages, and it includes proprietary Sega code and ROM cartridge files for a couple of games, which is a legally dubious situation. So if you're downloading this firmware, you are downloading Sega code for like the photo CD. YZB just pulled the photo CD software off of that game and just like threw it onto here. Like you're essentially just booting into that CD. It just like comes with the firmware. You could just slap that CD onto your SAROO and then boot it up, I believe, and then use the multi-disc functionality to, I think you pop the CD, the SD card out and then pop it back in to simulate switching to a different CD.
Mm-hmm.
And that works for multi-CD games too.
Yeah, and people are commenting that technically I don't think Sega would really care, but again, we're just commenting on for posterity.
Yeah, we're just saying it
trying to see the facts of it. So that's just the facts of what it is.
Yeah, and the couple of ROM, the games with ROM data that are on there are the two that have their own bespoke ROM cartridges that need to run in tandem with the CDs. Those being Ultraman and King of Fighters 95. Normally, of course, you cannot play those with the SAROO because the SAROO is taking up the cartridge slot. And if you had a different kind of ODE, you would still need those cartridges in the cartridge slot, like the original cartridges, to play them, unless you use one of YZB's hacks that like loads that data into like a RAM cartridge. So this was kind of his solution to that with the SAROO. He just like includes with the firmware, and it will just detect you're trying to play like King of Fighters 95 and load up that ROM data.
Exactly.
And
so
Pat,
it's something you're gonna have to decide if it's for you. Go ahead, Dave.
Well, I was just saying, Pat mentioned the alternate, or like a really solid alternate firmware by Martin. Not J.R. Martin of all the game modding, but this is Martin X, who maintains a firmware, like a firmware fork for SAROO, but also is involved in manufacturing SAROOs as well, like the black PCB ones made in the US. And
this is J. Martin, right?
Not J. Martin, Martin X.
Martin X, okay, my bad.
Martin X 72, what is his GitHub, but he just goes by Martin. There's some confusion there because there's J. Martin, who I believe is the one modding Dreamcast games. So different Martins. But okay, that one was released in, the last one he put out was February of 2025. It's been pretty stable. There was like better fonts. There was box art. There was it's a very clean looking and it's completely in English. So, there are options for folks, and I think I would try both and see which one you like, but I believe that was linked. From this one. Yeah, I mean, but exactly. So, I mean, if folks, you can play around. I think the way that it's designed now is you're not really like flashing the chip, right? You're just like putting.
No, you are with this one.
Oh, you are with this one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the reason why it's breaking
updates. It just lives on the SD card.
That's why folks are bricking it. Okay.
Yeah, but with the YZB one, like it is flashing the firmware that is on the SAROO cartridge.
It is on the SAROO cartridge.
It is riskier.
And there is
and YZB did admit, to his credit, he admitted like he has not done a bunch of like public testing with it. He hasn't tested it much at all. It's stuff that was his own like personal wants and preferences, and he was just putting it out into the world in case anybody else was interested in the stuff that he had done for himself. So it remains to be seen whether now that he's getting some public feedback, if he's going to try to fix some things, make some things a little more stable or whatever, or if it's just going to be the way it is. We'll have to see. It's been out for a couple weeks now.
Yeah. Anything else we want to say or add to this before we move on?
Yeah, like I said, we should definitely just to summarize, user beware. I would probably hold off and using this. There's a lot of cool features in there though. I really think are really neat, especially with the photo CD and the fact that that they're playing around with the idea of having the VCD and the cheats.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of cool
the
things.
Cheats are like on the fly, so that's really cool.
The cheats are causing slowdown though with a lot of games.
Okay.
So those have like some issues too.
Yeah, like I said, I think this is a cool experimental firmware. Besides the fact that it breaks your SAROO if you don't do it right, but like I think that there's a lot of cool stuff here, and I think I talked about Dan in the last show that I think there's a lot of things cool here that'll make the SAROO unique as an ODE once they sort it all out. So I think again, I think SAROO is now like getting further into the market and being like more of a different like ODE flavor you can get versus a cheap alternative, like the cheap version of it. So I kind of like that. It's kind of turning the reputation around. Probably should not brick your thing, your SAROO cart. That's probably not a good idea, but yeah, like I said, they're on a good track, and I'm excited to see what lays in the future for SAROO. It's always been a cool device to me, at least, and I don't know about you guys.
It is a cool device.
I think I'm excited to see where it goes.
For the record, we are not SAROO haters. I mean, just to dispel any misunderstanding, like we're often tentative and hesitant in fully like recommending it when there are so many options that we want people to consider, and it's our due diligence and our job to let people know like that every device kind of has very good use cases for it, And so I think that obviously SAROO is the cheapest option, and I don't mean just cheap like quality. I mean that it is an inexpensive option, and it's a very good place for beginners to step in, but they need to understand what they're getting and what they're giving away by going with SAROO, So it's just very important for folks to understand that. And we do have a complete ODE guide on our website, thanks to Derek Pascarella A-Team. You can find it under the resources tab, and this will tell you everything you need to know. And the great thing about this is that Derek actually manages this guide. So any new information that comes down the pike, he's going to let you know. You're going to find it here in this guide, this ODE comparison. So if you're looking to buy one, you don't have one, or you're looking to own more than one solution, I have 2 SAROOs, so I can honestly tell you that I think they're great. I think they're awesome, but it's not my daily driver, but I think that it's awesome that it exists. The load times are really the sell point. You will notice, I mean, like if you love fighting games, you love the Capcom fighters, you will notice that it plays very close to the arcade. You're gonna see load times that are markedly better than say, the Satiator even, which is the Satiator is basically like a fresh CD-ROM drive. But that's the way it's going to behave. It's going to behave exactly like a CD-ROM drive, whereas this is going to give you augmented load times, and that's a really. I mean, the fact that it's cheap and the load times are great is a compelling argument for a lot of folks. But just know you're giving some stuff away, and if you want to participate in the online tournaments and you want to get your Saturn online, you will need that cart slot free for like the net link.
Yeah.
So there's, but I really do hope that they, after they're finished working out all the compatibility stuff, that they really take a look at that USB port. There is a USB header on the SAROO, and I do believe that theoretically that can be made to like emulate the netlink, and essentially you could plug it in. You just go USB from the SAROO to your computer, basically, and cut out all the middle stuff, so that would be great.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to look into that. That'd be great to implement. And like I said, people definitely check their site, check out the ODE guide Derek put together, and if you guys are looking for ODE, definitely reference that, because there's a lot of good options. SAROO is definitely a good starter option, a good option for future endeavors. So we just don't shill it though. We don't shill it because I just don't, there's no point in that. I want people to know that, I mean, I don't think that we shill any device.
No, we shill anything. Yeah, we just report on news that happens with each thing. Yeah,
like I don't mind telling folks that I prefer Satiator, but I have very specific needs where the Satiator comes in very handy, and I think like 90% of people out there probably don't have my same use case, and they don't, we need it for SHIRO and stuff like that, and so it comes in very handy with cons and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't think it's absolutely necessary. I mean, I think the Fenrir is also a really compelling device as well. So
there's a lot of really
and
good
it's also a
options.
cheaper device now. It's like €50.
This is true. Oh yeah, this is true. Like the I don't even have the Fenrir Lite, but I think that I'm kind of jealous because it's pretty cool. Looks pretty cool.
Well, we should move on. We've got 4 more stories.
Let's move on. Yep.
Next one was written by Double Dime, and this was about longtime Saturn homebrew community member VBT released a beta port of Flashback for the Sega Saturn. It's the Max CD version of Flashback. Who wants to read this one? Talk about it.
I can talk a little bit about it. So
You want to do it?
Right.
Okay.
So one of the things that I remember VBD did release this for the competition, was it a year or two ago?
He was working on this for a long time.
He's been working on this for years, but I think it made it one revision of it made it into the competition like a year or two ago.
Yeah. My thing is that this whole time has been the Max CE version of it, right? Was the one that he's been working on for all this time, or
I believe so.
Think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, there was a version before based on the SNES version, like a port that somebody else did based on the SNES version. And so that existed, and it was a little janky, like it worked. So then when he started working on this, I thought that he was just kind of like reinventing the wheel or something. But no, it come to find out, like the Mac version is probably arguably the best version of the game, like the most fully feature-rich version. And he's trying to bring it to the Saturn, like and maintain the quality of everything. And what he has running here looks really, really impressive. Yeah. So you could argue like this is a really killer version of the game for the Saturn. Had this come out on the Saturn back in the day, probably would have sold
this is essentially
relatively well.
This is shaping up to be the best console port of
the game.
That's
exactly.
Bold. That's bold to say there's a Dreamcast one as well.
A Flashback? Was it official?
No, it was unofficial.
It was an unofficial port. Okay. But I'd have to look at that and do like a side by side. But I mean,
because I know there was a Dreamcast for Dreamcast and Out of This World. Was that for? Did they do Out of This World for Saturn? I think.
Well, no, Out of This World.
There's Dreamcast probably as well.
Out of This World and Out of This World 2, or like Another World. It had like different titles, but it was also a Delphine software by Eric Chahi. And I don't think. I don't think that there's even been a port or anything. It was on 3DO. Thanks, Berserker, for pointing that out. I actually have a copy of it down there.
Audi is in the chat.
Oh, Audi's in the chat.
And he corrected me. Another World was not on Saturn.
That's right. Another World was not on Saturn, and I don't think there's been any kind of fan port that I'm aware of. But it was on 3DO, and it's been on multiple other platforms. But yeah, this version of Flashback for the Mac Play version was really great on Mac Play, and the way that he's bringing it over, it looks really good. So you can continue reading. I didn't mean to cut you off, Pat.
No worries. I like that. So I got corrected by Slowcoin. He switched to the Mac CD version. He was originally working on the floppy version, and I guess he thought, hey, why don't I just do the CD version? So switched over to that. It's been released for Sega Saturn using the Reminisce engine, which can be found over on Sega Extreme. Originally, it was released on the Amiga in 1992 in France, where VPT is from, which kind of makes sense why he wanted to port this over. Being ported to DOS and various consoles. Apparently, in the chat, people say this has been ported about the same amount as Doom. So, to be fair, there's been a lot of Flashback ports. Like I see that a lot. Like I know there's one on Dreamcast along with Another World, I believe.
Yeah.
So there's 2 of those. I think you can buy them right now. I think it's like in like maybe one of the like a Josh Prod I think did one. I have to double check. If anybody in the chat, let me know. Hit me up with the link.
Question is, can you run it on your fridge? No, on your smart fridge. But you can pretty much run Doom on anything. But you're right. This was a very, very ported game. Like, I mean, like Myst levels of ported. Like this was ported to almost everything, just like Myst was, you know?
Exactly.
There was like handheld versions of it as well. So.
Okay, yeah. So we did get ports to Dreamcast, so that's kind of cool that we got that on there. But now it's coming to the real console, the Saturn, baby. Yeah, no. But back in February, he asked the SHIRO Discord community if they could test the build, and actually reached out to him in some game crashing moments during the playthrough with Double Dime and back and forth. So me testing his new builds and reporting issues that he had, and he's actually community now to test the build. So I believe this is a public-esque build. So
yeah, it's like a public beta.
The public beta. So if there's no issues reported, this will be the public release. I definitely really want to try this out and get this on here. I'd love to stream it. I've played it a little bit for the competition. It was kind of laggy back then, but look at this video. It's pretty damn smooth. It came a far way from 2 years ago. I guess the call for the Max CD version really was a good call because it looks amazing. And there's a little interview that VBT did with Double Dime on that, and talking a little bit about the project. I won't read all of that out since we have a little show left, but it's there on the site. It's a great interview. I read a little bit before the show. Very informative, especially. It's very technical minded, so if you want to dig into the weeds, you definitely should read this because it's very interesting how it went about.
Mm-hmm. And congrats to VBT on getting this project this far and doing such a good job with it. It's really awesome to basically get a whole nother retail game for the Saturn now that we didn't have before. That's very cool.
Yeah, and you can and Slowcoin Double Dime said you could switch between English and French on the main menu by pressing left and right. So that's a very handy feature. So it's really cool that it's also a dual language release.
Nice.
Yeah, and they want Double Time wanted to thank Gregory Montoyer. Is that the same as Rasputin? Same person? I don't know. Cerbero, Double Dime, CED, Wesker, Benjamin Sisko, Falfling, FKR, Will, Tales of Saturn. There's some big names on this list. Benjamin Sisko working on the Chrono Simulator. FCED.
No, Gregory Montour is a different person.
What?
Gregory Montour would be a different person.
Okay, that's not as Rasputin. I just want to make sure.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, Double Dime, Cerebro. You have a lot of big names on this list, so shouts out to everyone on this list that made it happen, and of course VBT for releasing it and working on it. And
check out that check out that Saturn cover at the very bottom of the story that Frog Bull made.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, pretty good looking.
Nice.
Everyone's coming in together on this. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
By the way, Frog Bull, if you're listening or if you're watching this, I believe the Video Game History Foundation recently released all the Saturn box art assets, so you can go snag like the legit logo and the legit font and all that stuff to use on your stuff like there. I imagine a lot of the repro stuff is going to get a lot better.
I'm excited
in the years to come with people having access to that. Somebody in the chat
Frank
really quickly.
Goat. Frank in the History Foundation or the
definitely.
GOAT.
And I
gotta shout him out.
That came care of the fun fact that came care of the Mr. Bones. They got all the stuff from Mr. Bones basically, and they got the assets from there, and they released them into the wild.
Well,
thank Mr. Bones.
I guess Mr. Ninja... Bones is finally good for something after all.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody mentioned you should chat with Frank Cifaldi. We'd love to. Honestly, I don't know why we haven't reached out to him sooner. That's probably a podcast we could do.
Yeah, there's a podcast idea.
Yeah. I talked to Frank at PRGE. He's a very busy guy, so I don't know. But yeah, it would be fun. I mean, I would also love to talk magazines with him because that's something they do. And
that sounds like an editor's corner I want to listen to.
So to Red Ninja, he said, "Hey, I remember you guys mentioned someone converting Alundra to Saturn some time ago. Any progress?" Just so you know, what that was like a 2014 forum post that got bumped in 2021, and I guess there was a little bit of update progress to it, and then we haven't heard anything from it since 2021. But you can search our site, Alundra, and you'll find the article and the corresponding Sega Extreme post. But yeah, I doubt that there's been any progress. It seemed like maybe it was just one of those, can you do it? But then they didn't want to do the work and follow it through to completion. But yeah, that happens a lot of times. You get projects that start and then they stall out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right now I'm saying that my one requested podcast I really want to hear, three-way podcast, Frank, Dave, and Peter talk about magazines. That's my ultimate.
I would love that. I would love that. I really want to get the head honcho at Digital Foundry, and now the name escapes me. The original editor for the official Sega Saturn. Yeah, Rich Ledbetter. I want to get Rich Ledbetter to talk about the Sega Saturn magazine, but I know he's so busy, and I don't even know if he wants to talk about that stuff anymore. It seems like maybe he wants to. Yeah, he might be like, I try to forget that I did that. It was very, because that's the thing is he was young and it was like very shoot from the hip, and it was very, maybe he finds it cringy or something like that, but I thought it was great, and I love that magazine so much. So anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Anyway,
Mac Play, the Flashback. Yeah, so Flashback
Sorry, Audi said I can pretend to be Rich and answer for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Audi's talked to Rich enough. He probably could. I think that I asked Audi a while back, but I think the thing is Rich is just too busy, honestly.
I mean, honestly, after the last year, I don't blame him. We've been so busy, so I can't even blame him. I can't even blame him. We've been so dang busy. We haven't done a podcast since February.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But I'm glad that the fans have been patient with us, and they seem really excited.
I absolutely love. I love what Frank Cifaldi and the rest of that crew are doing with the preservation, all the magazines, just so much, not just magazines, software, discs that contained assets and tools and programs and dev stuff, they're releasing that stuff and they're archiving it. And it's so great. They're doing the Lord's work there in terms of video games. And so definitely it's great.
Holy Lord's work.
And this is awesome, really. I mean, I have never been that good at Flashback. It's one of those games where I can't seem to get out of the jungle, but I find it endlessly fascinating. The rotoscoping, Eric Chahi made some amazing games, and Flashback is probably like the pinnacle of that style, in terms of like animation and graphics and like the sound and everything. So it's fun to watch other people who are good at it play it, and be like, okay, this is what it's supposed to be like, because I just find the controls kind of clunky for me personally, but other people don't have a problem with it. So yeah, it's a really cool game.
I didn't have an issue with it. The things that I played it and it was laggy, but because it was a beta thing, so I didn't know how much was the controls for me having lag or it being a beta. So I'd like to try this again and see
as a game in general. It's one of those games where like in terms of platforming, you have to be very specific in terms of your position in order to like jump and grab a ledge and stuff like that. And I remember it being that way, kind of like with Jurassic Park on the Genesis as well.
Yeah,
like some of that really twitchy kind of very specific kind of platforming. Prince of Persia comes to mind with that kind of thing too. But I mean, it's I still love it for what it is. Like there's really nothing else like it except for other Eric Chahi games.
Yeah.
Sure. PC98 says he's glad to come on talk about wrestling games or Japanese adventure games on Saturn. Honestly, yeah, we've been long overdue with a podcast with you again. It's been too long, so
yeah, we can do an entire episode about which is, I think is Audi's favorite Saturn game.
Uno?
There's a game that nobody really talks about, Yeah.
Isn't that the Japanese learning one?
Uno is a visual novel.
A girl who chants love. Yeah. So I don't think that it started on Saturn, right? It was kind of like
PC98.
PC98. It had to be. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
There's an Uno game on Saturn though. I know that. So
there is an Uno game.
It's pretty good too, and it's got anime characters.
Yeah.
It's like the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, next up is Under the Microscope. Bo Bales ripped apart Virtua Fighter Kids and found
the demo disc.
The demo. Yeah, because often is the case, you find neat stuff in the demos.
Right.
In this edition, there's a demo of Virtua Fighter Kids that lets you play a limited subset of the game, and he patched out the limits. The demo is based on a build from a month before the final one, and there's some differences, some noticeable differences. There are even some older builds available that have more interesting differences, including reused screens from Virtua Fighter 2. You can get the patch from Sega Extreme. There's a link here in the article. Let's see, Virtua Fighter Kids is kind of a weird game. Why are they kids?
Why? I ask myself that question every night before I go to bed. Why are they kids?
I mean, part of me thinks that Sega just needed to make money. Well, actually, wait. If you just, I mean, think in terms of why they released it in Japan, and I imagine it was just to get more girls to play fighter games.
Honestly, it is kawaii as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I think that it was kawaii, and it kind of like would attract a lot more girls to play fighting games. But I mean, also kids, you know, like it would be an easy buy for like if you had little kids and they wanted to play Virtua Fighter. And then why they released it over here in the States, but the version that we got is incredibly stripped down, you know? And I think that was just Sega in 97 like really needing to make money.
That was 96. This is 96.
Was it 96
already stripped down
or was
enough?
it late? I think it was late. Hold on a second.
It was summer.
What?
It was like
summer
August
96? Okay, fair. That's right, because they were promoting it at the 96 E3. They were promoting it at the 96 E3. They had the big tower and
it was the only Virtua Fighter they had, you know.
I mean, they had, yeah.
It was this and Virtua and Fighting Vipers, you know, where they're fighting games.
Oh, the Java T demo. That's right. They stripped out all the Java T references and stuff, which of course
makes sense.
Americans wouldn't know, but it was extra content, you know, that you had with the Japanese version. And that's why, like, when you strip out all of that stuff, because that's another thing, this game being kind of like a spin-off in Japan, it came with a lot of like promo stuff, you know, from brands and stuff like that. And then they stripped it all out of the US version, and you're just like, wow, what's the point, you know? But yeah, so he found although this Java T demo predates the final Saturn game, the STV arcade version is from 1996. Or let's see, March 14th, 96. Yeah. The main gameplay is pretty much complete, but there are some differences in the extra modes and the menu system. Left, you see the prototype demo, and then right, the final game.
Yeah, so the menu's a little different font.
Yeah. There aren't many movie files on the disc. Option screen has movie mode unlocked by default, and the final game has it hidden. What else? Let's see, although the play as Dural codes work on the character select screen, the fish Dural variant doesn't work.
RIP.
Interesting.
Sadly.
Yeah, RIP. Other builds. Oh, there's neither the wireframe nor combo master codes listed here work either, alas. Oh, and as in when he mentions listed here, Bo often like scrubs the internet first for whatever codes that currently exist before he goes into these games and unearths all the extra codes. The Tech Saturn Tsushin Volume 5 disc has an earlier build of Virtua Fighter Kids from May 10th, 96. It's supposed to be an auto demo and not allow gameplay, but some light hacking can make it somewhat explorable. And he writes about the patch details and just all the technical stuff. How he found it in his...
I love the digging he's been doing. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to see how they sort of built this on top of Virtua Fighter 2. Clearly.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's kind of crazy. That makes sense, though. I mean, why make a whole new engine and stuff when you just like rip apart Virtua Fighter 2 source code and shove it in there?
Yeah.
Definitely check out 32bits.substack.com to see all the other good stuff that Bo has been up to. He reverse engineers Saturn games and finds a bunch of cheat codes and stuff like that. And he's done a bunch of other cool stuff with Saturn games, unlocking different modes and stuff like that. You can also find his stuff resyndicated on our site. But definitely go give his blog a subscribe.
Exactly. It's worth it. It's really, really informative, rings to Saturn. And of course, check out his podcast too.
That's right. The Sonic Weekly podcast.
Sonic Weekly.
If you're a big Sonic fan, which they are. I was on it and I felt like I had imposter syndrome because I was like, I really love Sonic. What'd you say?
You missed out on talking Power Rangers.
I'm joking, but I mean, like in the midst of those guys, like I am not that caliber of Sonic fan, like they bleed Sonic blue, but I do love Sonic. And in fact, I'll put you guys on the spot. What do you think, Sonic Boom or Sonic Prime?
Of shows or games?
Sonic Boom. It's a funny show.
Yeah, right. I gotta go with the Sonic Boom because it's so funny.
Good show, bad games.
Sonic Prime, yeah,
sure,
right. Yeah, this show is amazing. The games, Sonic Prime, it's good, but like it's really dark and it doesn't have the same humor.
It kind of reminds you the difference between SAT-AM and the Sonic the Hedgehog TV show. Those two where it's like
SAT-AM was good though.
I mean, SAT-AM's good, but it's more like that dark area. Well, Sonic Hedge. Yeah, I like the Sonic the Hedgehog original TV show.
Yeah, I don't know. I fell asleep trying to watch Sonic Prime, so I wasn't really into it.
Didn't hook you. Yeah, didn't hook you. It's one of those. It's very slow, and then by the second season, it's like okay, get into it, but it's kind of like one of those animes that you just fall off after the first season. So I hear you.
I'll have to check it out. Is it on Amazon Prime or is it on Netflix?
Well, I think it's on Netflix. It's just on Netflix. Yeah.
Show.
So
Shane the Fire says Prime on
there. Let's see here. Next up is a Mr. article.
Yep.
You want to talk about
the Mr. got a big update. I mean, it gets a lot of updates in the unstable nightlies now and then, and this past month was no exception. But this was a big update to the main branch. So anybody who ignores all the unstable nightlies that go up on the Mr. Discord server, they just turn on their Mr. and have it do update all and just pull down the latest stable versions of every core. They now have a newly updated Saturn core to play with, which is great because anyone who was still on that main branch of the Saturn core has not been able to save their game, any of their games, for the last month or so. It's because one of the unstable nightlies changed how saving was working, and so when the main Mr. core was updated about a month ago, it was referencing the latest unstable nightly version of saving for the Saturn core, because it had to change some paths or something like that to make it work, so that broke its compatibility with what was at the time the main branch of the Saturn core. So finally, after some intensive testing over the last month, the developer of the Saturn core, SRG320, finally decided that it was good enough to push as a main branch update for the Saturn core. He did a lot of testing on edge cases, trying to get the emulation as good as possible. He's been using, as he has for, I don't know, like a year now, a lot of bespoke tests that are made by Soreliacon. So I'm probably mispronouncing, or Celeriacon. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but there you go.
Celery Man
has been
9000.
making tests to test the accuracy of the Mr. and different software emulators as well, like the Yammer emulator, and how closely they're emulating the original chips on the Saturn. And I guess he's just starting to get into VDP2 tests, if I'm remembering correctly, VDP1 or VDP2. He's done a lot of like sound chips because that's what Celeriacon was first interested in, was making a sound chip testing tool. So he's kind of gotten more into the graphics side of it and the SH2 processors since then. So those tests have really helped out. If you look at the patch notes from the project's GitHub over the last month, there are a couple of SMPC fixes on there that are based on an SMPC test that Celeriacon made. And he's got some other fixes to like Pro Yaku Greatest 998 Summer Action had a weird glitch, couple different glitches, and Proteus Da, there was a regression there, so that got fixed. It was like a VP2 problem. NBA Action 98 had a little fix. Batman Forever. So he's slowly making his way through, fixing some of these little edge cases. Most games run great on the Mr. Core. So
even with
he's
the
really
1 RAM
pushing.
stick, I know that a lot of people have been pushing for the 2 RAM recommendation, but I think you get along with a lot of things just with the 1 stick of RAM if you really just want to do that. But I think the RAM's a little easier to find now, so it might not be too bad to hunt another one down, just shove it in your Mister.
And even if you do only have the 1 RAM chip in your Mister, you can set like a fast timing mode or something in there if you are playing a game that's having issues, and that will probably fix it. Usually it's with the 3D fighting games on the Mister that have slowdown on a single RAM chip, and those run better on the double RAM chip. So, but you also have the option of doing the faster timings option.
Sure. I know a lot of people, looks like they're waiting for the Super Station, which looks pretty cool. Hopefully that comes in soon. I know a lot of people getting the Mr. Pi. I'm really excited that both of those have been really accessible for Mr. fans. Like I know for a while it's like, oh yeah, hunt down this obscure board and hopefully it's not flipped and sold out and inexpensive as heck. Now it's like, oh, it's like $100 and something and you're into the full Mr. experience. So I'm really excited that it's more accessible now with these reproduction boards for the Mister.
See, Berserker just got a Mr. Pi. That's cool.
There's a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
For dock people using. So I'm excited. Excited to see where this goes. Hopefully you've been enjoying your Mister, Dan.
Oh yeah. Yep, I have. Yeah, I have a Mr. Pi too. So it works good.
All right, I think we should move on to our last article, Ronde. Ronde?
Yeah. So if you look at the katakana, it looks like it's Rondo.
Rondo, okay, yeah. So Rondo of blood like that.
So why would they, I don't know why they spelled it like that in English.
With an E.
Anyway.
I don't know.
And it is an Atlas game in the Megami, related.
Yeah.
The Majin Tensei to Spiral Nemesis, right? Do you want to read this one, Pat? This is the Best of Saturn by Peter.
So Rondo, or Ronadu, if you're a big fan of ELO and we go to Xanadu. Released Ronadu, released in time for Halloween 1997. Alice's Rondo is a SRPG set in the Majin Tensei universe. So this is the Shin Megami sort of stylus game. I didn't even hear about this one. That's kind of neat. Strange crystal statues have been unearthed, and one comes to life as the demon Moloch and captures your younger brother. So that's cool Atlas behavior.
Right.
Gameplay is turn-based SRPG fare with sprites over top a 3D environment. Battle set, the two fighter sprites are superimposed on a diorama like dais as they execute their moves.
Deus, yeah. Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah. Right.
Very text-heavy, laden with FMV cutscenes, slow-moving, very Shin Megami and Soul Hackers-esque. Again, it's gonna be hard to play. It's kind of a sad thing. I love Atlas games. I'm really happy that all the Atlas games now are like coming out for the US, no matter how obscure they are. I know that the last couple have been really major, killer apps. I know Soul Hackers didn't do very well, but I know the other one, the medieval one that came out recently, was really well. I remember my roommate played that throughout 2024. I forget the name of it though. If anybody remembers the name of it, let me know.
Yeah, I'm blanking too.
The new the Shin Megami game that came out last year.
Doesn't begin with an M?
Yeah, if anybody knows in the chat, let me know. I'm pretty bad with names. Was that a Xanadu Melody? It was indeed a Xanadu Melody slow coin.
Machio?
Metaphor, that's it.
Metaphor. Oh, Metaphor.
Yeah, Metaphor
Thank
Fantasio.
you. Sorry.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Got that bat dude.
Yeah, that was well received.
Really good. Speaking it's funny. I won't go tangent for that long, but I know people are talking about Expediture 33, and it seems like a love-hate thing with that. Like everyone hates it or loves it. There's no in between where it's like it's all right. Everyone's like I love it or oh it's the worst thing ever, worst game of the year. Anybody who plays it is dumb. So really interesting. But sorry about that.
Rondo, whatever you want to call it. This was Atlas published, but the developer was Multimedia Intelligence Transfer. And these are the same folks that did the Megami Tensei Gaiden, Last Bible games for the Game Boy Color, Last Bible 2, Last Bible 3. They did Revelations, the Demon Slayer on Game Boy. They did, let's see what else. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Children. They did that series, and then they also did Demi Kids on the Game Boy Advance. So they did a lot of Game Boy games, but then in the middle there, they did kind of like, yeah, just like in the middle, because in '95 they did Megami Tensei Gaiden Last Bible 3 that was SNES that was later ported to Wii U, and they did Ronde in '97, and then a bunch of stuff in 2000 and 2003 for the Game Boy Color and Advance, but not like one of the main developers for like the Megami Tensei games. Yeah. Kind of like offshoot developer. But yeah, it's interesting. I think the graphics look really interesting. I think this is one of those games that I haven't really tried because of some of the Japanese in the past that now may not be as much of I mean, it looks like a lot of it is in English actually. Just a few bits in Japanese, which don't look like that big of a deal because it's mostly like katakana. But yeah, so and there is some speech elements and stuff, some speech dialogue in Japanese, but it looks pretty simple.
Hey, you might be able to get through it now, Dave.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
studies.
Dave, let's get a stream going on for Rondo. Let's go.
Yeah, live translate for us.
Actually, I would love to do. I kind of want to do a stream of like Dark Hunter. The Dark Hunter series or like the Emit series, because it's like it's like English learning games for Japanese people, you know. But it kind of goes the opposite way too, where you can turn on all Japanese or turn on all English, you know. So it's interesting. Those games don't get talked about that much either, Emit or Dark Hunter, but they're kind of neat, you know, anime games.
Honestly, Emit would be a good one, especially since it's like an English learning game, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be right up your alley. I'd love to see you do that.
Yeah, I think that would be fun. Assuming my gear would work. Assuming my capture equipment would work.
Yeah, Dave is elite. Dave is elite.
This game, awesome. This game definitely has like some like pre-rendered sprite. It's got some like pre-rendered sprites that have been, I don't know, have like this black border around them. It kind of looks weird. looks like somebody
almost. You know what reminds me of David? Somebody did the stroke functionality in Photoshop around the image.
Sure. Yeah.
I always thought that that's what I'm getting the vibe from. Like somebody's like, oh, these sprites don't look solid enough. Oh, let me just do the stroke functionality. That should be good enough. But I like it. Alrighty, I think that might be our last article.
Yep, that's what we got this week in the world of Saturn. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Too, so that's good.
Yeah. Hopefully people enjoy that. Got a lot for the listeners. Thank you very much, guys, for watching.
Play that Patreon music.
Yeah, thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. We really appreciate you, especially specifically those that support us at the $10 and up. You get your name read out every week on the SHIRO show. And we've got A Murder of Crows, Anastasia Beaverhausen, Cerulean, Chris Piper, Daniel Fredrickson, Derek Pascarella, A-Team, Emerald Nova, Evo42, Fat Drunk Friend Otaku, Jam Clash or Rank, Johannes Fetz, Lionwing Publishing, Memphis, Normal Guy, Nutrageous, Paul Bort, Robert Ramsey, Rowan Dinkt, Sega Steve, Shadow Mask, Stone Man, and Young Money Swee. Thanks to everybody who supports us at the $10 and up level. We really appreciate you. And for all of those who support us at any level, we definitely, sorry, I burped. We definitely appreciate you too. And
yes, thank you.
You'll definitely have your name in the credits following the show. And again, I just remind folks, if they can't support us financially, you can still join the SHIRO Discord and still hit us up with conversation and stuff like that. You don't
or talk on the SHIRO Facebook page.
On the SHIRO Facebook page, that's right.
Don't forget to get a shirt too. We have lots of cool shirts.
Yep.
You guys, want hats, shirts,
exactly.
Sweaters. We're still working on the thongs. I'm trying to get Dave to do it.
Join the tournament.
He's not wanting to do it, but we'll figure it out.
Hop into Discord and join. Say you want to join the worldwide soccer tournament. Let's get that going.
Join the tournament. I almost forgot about. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, go join the tournament. Join the Discord. Join the soccer tournament. Let's get some worldwide soccer going on. Only in North America apparently, but yeah, no. Go do that right now. You can join your Discord. Get it on the soccer action, the saction, if you will, or football action if you're European.
What's the merch look like? Is anything on sale? It is. Everything's $16. It's the weekend.
Amazing. Every weekend.
It's like every weekend. So if you get paid on a Friday and you can buy a shirt on a Saturday. I don't even know. Like they put everything on sale every weekend, so it is what it is. Like
it was on sale last time I bought.
That's better than SHIRO. Oh, did you buy full price?
Well, I did a 20% coupon, 20% off.
Okay, so. You got the 20% off coupon, but I think this is 35% off. These $16 shirts are like 35% off.
35.
So yeah, and it's like every weekend. So if you just wait till the weekend and buy
a search on the weekend, guys. Yeah, lots of really great merch here for you guys to buy and rock. Dave's always the king of t-shirts. Probably some of the best shirts. I like wearing them.
Panzer Dragoon shirt like this one.
I'm making a new one. And
oh really?
I'm trying to see if I can. Let's see. On there. I guess I would say go easy on the car is what I'll say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Easy on the car, everybody.
Go easy on the car. You're burning up the tires. But yeah, I'm trying. I've got something cooking. We'll see if I'm able to get it out before next week. But I won't be here next week. I will be camping. But I hope you guys have a good show.
I'm sure we will, as best we can without you.
We'll hold down the fort. We'll miss you, Dave, but we'll hold down the fort for you.
You know what? I need Pat's permission, Neil. Are we allowed to do a Mr. Bones shirt? I think at this point,
you might as well at this point. Why not?
And it has to have your face on it.
It has to say Pat's favorite game.
The Virtua Bones. Honestly, I've been trying to get AM25 to commission something, so I reached out to him. I kind of want. I need to get Dan's thing, but it would be kind of funny if you could do a Virtua Bones.
I think it would be funny if it was just looking down into a trash can, into like a wastebasket with Mr. Bones, and like you flipping off the game.
I was just saying, Mr. Bones coming out of the barge like with a top hat, and it's just me being very upset with him or something.
Yeah,
but like that, anything's cool. I'd be down. But yeah, I'm trying to get that. I want to do a Virtua Dan, so I'm trying to get that going. So I'll reach out to AM, see if we get that.
That'd be cool.
That'd be kind of cool. We'll see if we get that going. But anyways, I think that's it for our show. Thank you for watching. And remember, you must play Sega Saturn.
Sega Saturn.
Must.